Alright, Lance triggers this. Let's go ahead and pay the 3, and we'll move this here. So this will now be a 4-3 flyer. We'll go to combat. We'll attack with these. Actually, this would be great in a high alert deck. It gives you a form of ramp for that style of deck. And it being a flying threat for that style of deck is also really solid. Yeah, we'll just let that resolve. Oh, we both had the same type of card. Except ours is much bigger. And there they go. Let's take Syncopate out. Let's take out nothing else. We'll run it like that. We'll run it as a 42 card deck. And see how well this performs. Alright, seems like a solid hand. Let's keep it. Let's see, I think we'll go ahead and just start off the Dragoon's Lance. Because if they play a 2-drop, Hope won't really be able to attack without at least trading. This can at least fly in the air. Whenever attacks, attach an equipment. Alright. What's the ward cost? Pay life equal to its power. Let's go Paladin Arms here. Get in for 2. Okay, so they got the katana, and they can pay life to equip, or not pay life, but attack with this to equip it. And we could pay life to sleep magic it, which does hurt, don't get me wrong. Well, let's go do that. Yep, we'll take the action. It hurts. But now it won't untap. We down Hope, and we get to attack in. Now they can do damage to their own creature to get rid of the sleep. Kind of hoping for another white source so that way I can have this as an option to play. That is a solid card. When this enters, we get draw a card, so maybe we hit an untapped land. If we do, then we can use it to shift in equipment. Oh, we didn't. Oh well. I think we'll just play it safe, only attack in the air for 2. Yep. So they flash in. So they can bring that back to hand. I forget, does this have haste? It does not have haste by default. It has to attack to attach, so the katana is still not going to get attached. Squall, okay. How'd Squall work? Oh, this is Danitha. Squall version, not actual Squall. I kind of hate what they're doing with some of these arts. Like, this feels like a red card because of all the red in it, when it's a white card. Like, I get that they're just screen ripping something or taking like a screenshot out of like a game, but I don't like this treatment for some of these cards. It doesn't feel like this doesn't feel like a card that should have been like a white card, is what I'm trying to point out. Let's see, Drake's saying Sin Spirus Punishment could be make a fun deck. A bit pricey though. I unfortunately don't really know how that card's going to work, so I can't say how well that would work. Let's go and pay the 1, so that way we can target this and put this here. That way we can keep the pressure up, gain some life. And we have the opponent dead next turn unless they can do something. Well, I guess Squall can gain them back to life. It's actually a really good card, and I think it's going to see plenty of play in Standard because of the flash ability, being able to protect stuff, and it does have that ability to landfall grow. Okay, so they are going to put that there. We'll just take the 4. No blocks. Ah, there's the white source we've been waiting on. So we will now cast this. We'll just get rid of Squall itself. And we will pay the 1. Target from here to here. We'll attack. Opponent's down to 3. And they also only have 17 cards left. I'm kind of like seeing what they have in their exile. We got multiple Slash of Lights that we milled. Another Squall. Okay. And they have enough mana that they could equip it, but that's not going to save them. Because that'll just bring them up to 8, and we're able to... Well, I guess we only do 7. No, I'm sorry. Yeah. I'm sorry, it brings them up to 7. Okay. Yep, you equip that for free. You know, just in case, I'm going to soak 1 point of damage off that. I know I'm only soaking 1 point, but I figure if there's some weird card I'm not thinking of that... Alright, there we go. That should do it. Let's see. We're actually going to cancel. 1 second. We will go Rescue Mission. We'll tap these 3. Put stun counters. Oh, do I only get to put stun counters on 1? Never mind. That's not as good as I thought it was. We'll decline. We'll attack. Shoot. Stream died again. Good to hear that the reloading fixed it. Although on my side, I'm not sure if it's actually fixed or not. Our opponent's going to gain the 4 life. Brings him up to 7. Still not enough life. And there we go. Yeah, the battle menus attempting to save themselves with the life gain was a good try for the opponent, but it wasn't enough life gained. Let's go ahead and keep the hand. It's a bit of a slow hand compared to how cheap a lot of our cards are, but... Okay. Alright, they got the Poo-Poo UFO. We will go ahead and get down the Galley Cat. I just realized it looks like it's holding whips in its hand. Didn't even think about that. Let's go and play out the Moogle. Moogle will go find us a mana value 2 or less artifact from our library. Let's grab the Planisphere. And pass. There's no reason to attack into it. It's going to be able to block. Try refreshing one more time, Izzy. It looks like it should work now. I just realized as I said it, I should type it out, considering she's saying that she can't see or hear me. Okay, so let's go ahead and play this. And then we'll go for the White Mage's Staff. It will grow the token. Also grow the cat, because we now control 2 or more artifacts. Yeah, these cards are basically like the 4 Mirrodin type effects. From the older set. The only difference is it's just simply called Job Select. Alright, Putt is getting a lot of ramp on with that UFO. It's actually a really solid card. I'm honestly not sure. Maybe this is good enough to see standard play. This is a 2-mana 0/4 with flying, so it blocks everything. It'd be a little too powerful if that's the case. Let's go and put this here. Let's see, 4 damage to target creature, target tapped creature and opponent controls. Let's go ahead and go to combat. And we will just swing this by itself. We have You're Not Alone to give it +4/+4. Alright, you know what? They called my bluff. They have the 4/4 there. I needed to retrieve the Esper first. But if I did this, then attacked, it would have gotten traded for against like their Galley Cat. Alright, Lance triggers this. Let's go ahead and pay the 3, and we'll move this here. So this will now be a 4/3 flyer. We'll go to combat. We'll attack with these. Actually, this would be great in a high alert deck. It gives you a form of ramp for that style of deck. And it being a flying threat for that style of deck is also really solid. Yeah, we'll just let that resolve. Oh, we both had the same type of card. Except ours is much bigger. And there they go. Yeah, the Planisphere is such a strong card, and the fact that we have the Moogle to ETB go search for it is such a great, like, way we have our deck built. Oh, I'm gonna keep this. This is awesome. Alright, now the question is, do we lead with Hope or do we lead with something else? You know what? I think what we'll do is we'll lead with Hope. We're going to tell the opponent that they need to play a creature right now, otherwise they're going to get hit and milled. Why is it disconnecting again? Alright. Let's see. I'm just going to combat attack. Alright, triggers. Let's bring out White Mage's Staff. Alright, milled 2 cards. Got their side quest in the land. Well, let's attack first. Alright, nothing from my opponent. We'll go for the Dragoon's Lance. Pass. What are you doing? I mean, we'll keep it, I guess. For white-blue... Yeah. So this is basically an easy win for us. Opponent doesn't have anything. Combat, attack. Still no pausing, so we'll just go for the pump now. Get that massive mill and damage boost. Yeah, both the opponent and I are basically playing the same style of deck. This is great against the opponent because we just bounce the token and, yeah. Sorry, opponent. I feel bad for you. You got completely mana screwed here. That is unfortunate for them. We'll keep. I would love to hit a blue source here. Probably lead with the Castle Guard. Oh, Finn. Ew. Why is Finn getting so many reprints? Like, Finn was, like, in a set not too long ago. It's currently in the Foundation set. Why is Finn everywhere now? Let's go and play the Lance. Unfortunately, our opponent is going to get the card draw option off Fenrir. Yep. Alright. It's kind of a weird card to suddenly see reprinted so much. Like, it was a very solid uncommon in a set that I didn't think would ever really get a reprint. Then all of a sudden it just reprint. A creature you control fights a creature you don't control. Alright. Ooh, we whiff. Well, we'll go ahead and swing that 2 in the air, I suppose. We'll take it. We'll destroy target creature power 4 or greater. We play this. Now we have a 3-power creature on the battlefield. We'll attack with these. They're not going to block with Fenrir, are they? Oh, okay, cool. I denied them the card draw. That is worth it. And yes, I will attempt to trade. Worth it. Alright, Bart does no damage because there's no Chocobos in play. We'll play this. We'll get rid of Bart's, I think. Yeah, let's just get rid of Bart's. Pass. I would love to see a blue source. Alright, we'll say no blocks. Because at the very least I can equip the armor to make it so that way we trade. Starting town a bit late, but... Alright, your turn, opponent. Coward. We'll play this. Actually, it's got flash, so let's attack. Pass. Okay. Are you moving to combat now? We'll go ahead and flash this in to tap that down. We hit more Aura Sight, which means we can cast this. We can exile the Gourmet. Get an attack in. And next turn we should be able to beat them, right? Because if we cast this to bounce something, we then get in for 3, 6, 7. Alright. Well, we can just use this right now and still bounce that to make sure we just get the lethal right now. Oh, shoot. Oops. I thought I was on the end step. Alright, well, whatever. We'll trade, get the Finn off the battlefield. We'll equip, pass. We'll let them get another turn. Alright. We're just gonna fly over and be lethal here, so it's okay. Bam. Alright, we will keep this. Go ahead and lead with the Lance. Draco, turn 3, go, 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 turn 4 mill with, for 24, oof, with Jace. What? Maybe that'll fix it. Yeah. Alright, surveil then draw. We'll keep the land. Get out the guard. I'm holding up the counterspell. Let's see, search your library for basic land or town, put it out to the battlefield and shuffle. Alright. 6 mana for the opponent. Well, the thing is, I don't know what's causing the problem. Let's just counterspell that. I think that's a good enough target. We get to play the Moogle. Moogle shall find... Planisphere. How does one work? We have to discard a card. Discard the land. Let's see, the cards that went to exile, a vendor and 2 lands. Is it worth copying that? I think we might be able to copy something better. Let's play this. Let's play the cat. We'll get in for 3. We'll just take the 4. Create 2 tapped horror creature tokens and spell cast from graveyard. Instead, create X tokens for X the number of creature cards in your graveyard. Okay. Sorcery speed. So if we cast this, we copy the Moogle. We could go search for another equipment. Or maybe we just want to find another land. Yeah, let's try to find another land here. To the graveyard. Oof, missed. Let's see, we can attack, 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 and attack. How much damage is that? 3, 6, 8, 10? I'm going to hold back the Castle Guard. Because I might chump block Malboro with it. The fact that we missed the second white source for this is just so sad. This card is actually ridiculously good for draft. How does this one work again? Enters, mill 2 cards, and return a permanent from the graveyard to your hand. And then you can, at the main phase, pay mana to combine this with the other card. That gives them back life. If I equip this, that's +1/+0. I think we will chump block. So if I cast this, that's not enough to be able to do that. So I'm going to be short damage by 1 point. Or I'm sorry, by, let's see, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I'd be short 1 point if I just equip this. So I'm probably better off just casting this, attacking in the air, holding everything else on the ground. And then I can also hold up Ice Magic. Yeah, let's do that. Because for 2 mana, we can just return a creature to the hand. Okay, so that searches for a basic land, puts a +1/+1 counter on a creature. I don't think that does anything to save them here. Let's see, block, 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 and block. Alright, they shoot. I was actually a little worried they might have had something. If they had that spell that, like, for 2 mana, they could have given all of our creatures -1/-1, it still wouldn't have saved them, because I could use Ice Magic to bounce one of their cards to make this a 4/4. So it would have the extra point tough to survive, and then I just equip up and swing. So it was definitely a match we had the advantage in all the way through. Alright. I mean, this is another keepable hand here. Looking for a 4th land, preferably another white source. Let's get the lance going. Ooh, alright, we got the cat. Let's attack for the 2 first. Alright, no instant speed spell. Okay, so they're gonna make me sacrifice, but they get to choose whether it'll be non-token or token. They'll sacrifice the non-token. What? Okay, opponent, I'll play this, and now I will have a 3/3 flyer in the air. I don't know why they chose it that way, but that's the way they chose it. It's gonna disconnect again, unfortunately. I'll just take the 3. I see no reason to trade against it. Alright, game. I need that 4th land here. That is not a 4th land. Let's see, how does this one work again? Menace. Whenever this deals combat damage to a player, exile top card of your library. Then you may sacrifice another creature artifact. If you do, you may play the exile card this turn. And mana can't have any type can be spent to cast it. That's actually really good. Let's give that the double block. There's that land we were looking for. I think we'll just go straight for the Moogle. And Moogle shall grab Planisphere. To be honest, it might have been better just to have gone for another Lance, but I figure Planisphere is still the better option. If they don't have a removal for my flyers and they tap out, I can win because you're not alone. Because if I control 3 or more creatures, it's +4/+4, and representing 6 in the air already. Oh yeah, that's a tap out. We have the win. Because no blocks. We'll take the hit. This will... I was gonna say, we just cast this. Oh, I don't even need to, right? No, I do have to. I have to cast it. So I cast this, so that way this can be +4/+4. Honestly, I didn't have to cast it because this would be a big enough pump, but it's only +2. That's would be 1 short. And this is also pay 40 equipped, so it would have been cast this and then You're Not Alone, or cast Dwarven Castle Guard, You're Not Alone. Either way of that would work to be lethal. Alright, let's keep this. This is actually great, because we're going to start with the Planisphere in hand. Alright. You know what? Let's just tap the bomb. Bomb can no longer go off. Well, let's go and get the Planisphere down. Yeah, we need another land, though. If we don't draw lands, we're going to be screwed here. And we will pass here. I don't think it's worth trading in against this. It's a good card to, like, stop, but... But Drake, you said that you're busy looking at the cards and building decks. The stream is up most of the time, at least. Oh, okay. I get it. You're saying that the stream has been up most of the time. Good, good, good. Still not sure how much I like this card, but it's actually not bad. Alright, let's see. I think... I'm going to want to play the Dragonlance regardless. I was thinking about maybe if I just bait into the Chocobo there, but I want the third body for this to be a bigger pump. Best draw right now is a white source, because I can play the Aurosite, and because this taps for mana, I can then play You're Not Alone, and go in for a big hit while also removing a threat from the board. How much does this need? It needs 3 counters? Yeah, 3 more counters, it transforms. Whenever this attacks, it deals X damage to each opponent where X is the number of non-creature, non-land cards in your graveyard. It's actually a really good card, Damper. And to think it's just an uncommon, and it actually is, like, this level of power, I think it's a great card. Okay, so they're going to Ice Magic my token. It doesn't matter where I put it. In fact, I don't even know why they paid the extra mana there. The card would have been dealt with regardless. I think we will still trade here for the bird token. Let's equip here. And how big this has become? It's too large to block and trade with for the pump spell, so we'll just attack. Side quest, yeah. I need another land. If I don't hit another land, like I said, we're going to be sunk. Yep, so I'm going to take 10. Just a little off the top. A game! Oh. Alright, we're just going to pass. We're going to hopefully survive a turn here. Return up to 1 target non-land per... Alright, you got it. They bounce my creature, they attack, and I lose. Alright, I'm worried about keeping this because I need the double white for this. But I should keep it though, right? Because this is still good enough. Alright, we'll try it. Alright, game, give me the white mana. We have 17 lands in this deck. Yes, there it is. Good, good, good. This is a 3/3 defending. As long as this creature has a counter on it, it can attack as though it didn't have defender. Awesome. Let's go Plansphere. Demon Wall is actually a great card, and you're going to see this come into a lot of the demon decks, because you could turn to the Demon Wall in Standard, and then go into the 3-drop Room to start draining your opponent right away. It's really good. Let's go and go Dragoon Lance. It grows this, and then we'll pass it back to the opponent. We're still looking for that second white source. Okay. If we hit second white source, we can still use the Aurosite to get rid of their Aurosite, and then we'll get another token. What do we discard here? Actually, I can just copy it with this, can't I? Let's just discard the Ice Magic. Starting town is a bit late. So here's the thing. We're going to do this to copy this. Exile it. Get a new token. Attack. Now, I get completely blown out if they have another Aurosite, because they can use it to take out my Aurosite to then get theirs back to take out another card. Okay, the rat doesn't matter. We don't care about the rat. I honestly don't care about what's going on the board, so let's go cats. And we'll equip to the cat. Swing 2. Let's see, what are the options again? Knight, +0, +4, destroy creature, or gain life. Okay. The creature that we destroy has to be power 4 or greater. No blocks. We'll just take it. Do I want to use the Aura Sight now? I think we will. We will play out the Aura Sight. We'll remove... We'll remove the wall. We'll swing the team. Pass. So we have battle menu to be able to still cast. I don't think I'm going to do anything other than just create the 2/2 token. But if they equip that there, I can now use that to destroy creature power 4 or greater. They get a treasure, but that's not enough to equip the staff. We'll cast this, then we can cast it again. And that should be enough to be lethal. Because they don't have any flying blockers, and don't even have to cast it again. We'll just cast this. And yeah, that's lethal. They see it. We did 7 wins, and the deck was just a lot of white-blue, random 2-drop equipments. These things are pretty busted, especially Dragonlance. I feel like if you ever see Dragonlance and you are in the white color, just scoop them up, because it's great early pressure, and if your opponent does answer the little token that it's attached to, late game you could still pay for to equip it to another creature to get that +1/+0 in flying. So it's very solid. And the Gaily Cats, I'm not even sure if that's pronounced right, are really powerful. All you have to do, if you do this equipment strategy, these things are great. Getting like 2 of these would probably be the best I could say that you could have if you have all these equipment. But just one of them was still enough to put so much pressure on my opponents. Realm Sketching was able to be a fun card that we got to play, but to be honest, it feels like Mono White really carries a lot of what we do. I did love the fact that the Moogle, for 4 mana, Delivery Moogle here, lets you find any of the 2-cost equipment, which means you can get the Lance, you could get the Planisphere, which we got, which, to be honest, it was good, but I think the Dragonlance did a lot more carrying than it did. But other than that, we also had like the White Magic Staff, which is still a very solid 2-drop as well. Like, I think white is definitely the power color in this for drafting. But let's go ahead and claim that reward.